Good morning, lunatics. Welcome to Morning Java. Morning Java brought to you, as always, Dave and Taylor, by our good friends at the Get Go Cafe and Market, where I'm telling you guys, the Pilgrim is like the sandwich.
Okay, I'm maybe not for me because I don't like the cranberry sauce. But they have apple smoothies now and apple pie milkshakes. So that's all the Thanksgiving I need. I'll pass on the cranberry sauce.
Just 8-6 the cranberry. You can customize it all you want. That is what they do. It looked like what the Penguins were going to do was stop another Islanders streak, and they came a couple minutes short of doing that.
Yeah, it was less than 2 weeks ago that they snapped the Islanders' 10-game winning streak, and tonight the Islanders were going to try to tie the franchise record by getting at least 1 point in 15 consecutive games, and for 55 minutes it looked like they were going to fall short. But the Islanders put on quite a surge at the end of the game. The Penguins couldn't resist it and ultimately ended up losing in overtime.
Yeah, they did. I was kind of prepared to go into the Islanders' locker room after this and look at a couple guys and say, this is twice now this season. What's different about this Penguins team from, the playoffs or last year or whatever? Why is it different? I mean, they don't have Sidney Crosby, but alas, they kept the streak going. But Penguins do get a point, which you can't discount.
Yeah, things kind of went awry after that Russ penalty, it seemed like. I mean, they were really upset about the call. Malkin said he thought it was an even-up call. I don't know about that. Russ sounded like he didn't think it should have been a penalty. He was trying to avoid contact. But then, after that, things just went bad. I mean, I don't know. But when they were on, 6-on-5, Islanders pulled the goaltender for the extra tractor. I thought they looked good for most of it, right up until, the goal.
I think I would have liked to have seen a timeout there on the one icing, because it just looked like the Penguins had a couple of guys that were looking to try and get off the ice and weren't able to, but
that line had been on for a while.
Yeah.
And you can't overlook the fact that, the Islanders have some guys on scholarship too. You don't get points in 15 games in a row, by accident. That's a pretty good team, and while you shouldn't blow a 2-goal lead at home in the last 5 minutes, they were facing a quality opponent tonight.
No, plenty of noticeable Islanders. Taylor, we've talked about this a couple of times.
Yeah.
Where is Alex Galchenyuk? Because we talked about Cahoon like this, and he started to play well. So, what's going on with the other guy?
I don't know. Is he ever going to score? It's kind of like Brassard 2.0, where it's like he's not good enough to be in the top 6 here. He's not doing enough to really show he belongs there, but he's not the kind of bottom 6 player. So what do you do with him?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there an answer? Dave's probably the guy to talk about this.
And if he's not a top 6 guy now, what is he when the injured guys come back?
Right.
I mean, that's you do see flashes from him that the skill is there, but you could see flashes every now and then from Derek Brassard too, and it just didn't work. And to this point, it's kind of hard to think that it's going to work with Galchenyuk here.
And Brassard probably had a better two-way game than Galchenyuk. I mean, even looking back to the Coyotes, Galchenyuk was really not that great defensively. And when Sullivan says, you have to play the right way, that's what he's talking about. And he said Galchenyuk needs to play the right way, and he's not.
Well, when they made that deal, and I was talking to Dan, we did a Java that night from PNC Park of all places, because that's where we were when things like that happened over the summer. I said, is he like a Phil Kessel Jr. or a Phil Kessel light, but without all of the great benefit that a guy like Phil Kessel can bring? And I expected him to be scoring goals when I said that. I mean, he's not doing anything.
I think certainly Jim Rutherford expected him to be scoring goals when that trade was made too. He certainly hasn't produced the expectations.
Well, they're paying him, $4 million? At what point is he going to start getting the treatment of like a Simona Cahoon, Austin Reese? Those guys are at least, scored a little bit, and they're definitely not making $4 million.
No, I mean, you bring up Zach Aston Reese, and I'm thinking this is a guy who I hadn't completely written off quite yet. But I mean, he looks like a totally different player than I expected him to be this season. I've actually been really impressed with him. Complete opposite side of the Galchenyuk spectrum. If we're gonna,
I mean, all the former whipping boys are at least doing something, and they're still kind of the whipping boys. But Galchenyuk, it seems like, I don't know.
No, I mean, I guess it's possible that he could turn things around. You cited the example of Cahoon, who took some time to adjust to the new team, and Galchenyuk did miss big chunk of the preseason and the start of the season. So new city, new team, and all that. But still, that does not explain the complete lack of productivity to this point.
It does not. I'm going to get a Pilgrim though.
Get a milkshake.